Namaste friends, welcome to Learn with J, empowered by Magic Needles. I've already made the circular base and I have shown how to make this flat circle in the previous video. This circular base, I'm going to convert it into a holder for my hooks. Okay, and you can make anything. This circular base, you can use it to develop into a bottle holder or a pot holder or whatever, and this circle can be made into any size that you like. To begin with, let me join with another color yarn in any of the stitches here, and this is the front side and this is the other side. So I'm going to join, keep the circle facing you in the right side facing you, insert your hook. I'm not going to increase any stitches here, so I generally don't begin with a slip knot. I just ensure that it is clamped here properly or fixed here properly. Make a single crochet, and you see that you do the single crochets with yarn under method, and work over the loose end yarn so that you need not tuck it in later. So continue the yarn under method, single crochet for the entire round. This is the last stitch. This is the very first stitch of the round that we were using all these days. So continue till the end. I shall meet you when I come to the very first stitch. I ended up with 48 stitches, so I should end up with 48 stitches with this khaki color. I've come to the end of the round here. Sorry guys, I have 56 stitches. I have done 7 rounds. I started with 8 stitches in the center. Now slip stitch and join to the back loop. So remove your hook from this loop, insert your hook from behind that back loop, pick up this and pull it through, and pull through the working yarn under that loop and tighten it. Now you change your hook to 0.5 mm smaller. This is done so that your stitches are stiff enough, and when you work baskets, it's better to use 1 or 2 sizes smaller hook. So place your first single crochet in the back loop of that very same stitch with yarn under method. So place 1 single crochet, the yarn under method, in the back loop of each and every stitch in the round. So I will show you once I complete this row why I worked in the back loop. I'll complete the entire round and get back to you. I've come to the end of the round here. Now you can very well see that since we have worked in the back loop, it has turned inside. So we need the stitches to turn inside, and it should grow vertically like this. And here too, instead of slip stitching and joining, I'm going to directly make my first single crochet here. I'm going to use the spiral method of continuing. That gives a nice neat finish on the round. So here, this is the first stitch. I have counted and ensured that I have 56 stitches here. This is the 56th one. This is the first one. So here, insert under both these loops, yarn under the hook, pull up, single crochet here, and secure it with a stitch marker. So once we come down to this stitch, it should be 56. Please ensure by counting. Take time off to count and work. It makes your work perfect. It goes without error. Once you complete many rounds or many rows and then find an error somewhere, you'll have to unfrog, or your work might look bad at times. There will be an error in the project that you make and you will feel uncomfortable about it. I don't know, I feel uncomfortable if there are errors in my project. So continue in the round. I shall meet you when I come to the beginning stitch here. I've come to the end of the round here and I have counted, and there are 56, and this is the 56th stitch. So we begin again here. So especially when you're working single crochets, the stitch count is lost. So it's always best to place your stitch marker in the very first stitch, Especially it is true for working in the spiral. This is very helpful to work when you work in the spiral, or when you work your mochila bags and all. Your stitch markers play a very important role. For that matter, stitch markers play an important role in all the patterns that you work. So again, continue. This is a simple single crochet, small hook holder I am making. See, it's standing. So it will grow up like this. The base may appear to be big, but it will settle down. So I have followed this method for my other baskets, so I am continuing with the same method here for this too. So continue the round. I shall meet you at the end. I've come to the end of the round here. I will be continuing round after round. I've also counted the number of stitches here to ensure that I am going in the right direction. So I'll make few more rounds and build up the height, and then get back to you. I have made a few rounds of single crochet yarn under and continued till the height of my project is 3 inches. So you can increase the height to your requirement. For me, 3 inches is more than sufficient, and then the base is around 5 inch in diameter. Okay, we have completed. Now we need to make a slip stitch in all the stitches so that it becomes firmer still. So I'm going to use another color yarn. I completed the last stitch, so I'm going to remove it and I'm going to join my yarn. So before completing the last stitch, we need to join the new yarn. And then start your slip stitch here. Place a slip stitch in each of the stitches. So you can hide the yarn as you're working. So place a slip stitch in each of the stitches all around. I shall get back once I complete it. So insert the hook, pick up this yarn, you can hide, pick up the yarn and pull through the loop in the hook. So this is how it will look, and it will give a nice decoration also for your project. I shall complete the round and get back to you. I've come to the end of the round here. Pull up a little longer yarn, give a nice cushion for tucking in, and cut the yarn. Now we're not going to slip stitch into the first one, but we're going to take a smaller hook from underneath the second slip stitch, pick up this and pull it out, and then we are going to insert our hook into this loop and pick up this yarn and pull through. So your seaming is invisible here, your slip stitching is invisible here, and you just have to pull this yarn inside the basket and hide it inside. That's it. So it's not seen at all. So this we have done here, and if you want, you can make one more slip stitch row somewhere here so that you can make a design. So I'll show cause that too. So pull up, pick up the yarn and pull through. So pick up yarn, slip stitch in every stitch. You can also use your tapestry needle and work, but I find using the crochet hook easier, so I go about this way. So continue the entire round and I shall get back to you. You completed the row. So again skip this, and underneath this you insert a hook and pick up the yarn and pull through. So then don't pull through very tight. So bring it here. Need not insert in this stitch. You pick up and pull through. So you're practically working a stitch over the stitch, and this you can insert a hook and pull it behind and hide the yarn. See, it's so invisible. It appears as though only one straight stitch has been made. So these yarns you can tuck it inside. This is how the basket will look. So I'll place my hooks inside. What's static electricity is playing fun with me here. So you can keep your tape can spread them. So this will not fall off. It will hold as many hooks as possible, and it will not whatnot. You can use it for multi-purpose utilities. So I'll hide it later. See, nothing has happened. It is straight. Thank you friends for watching. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please post your comments. And do subscribe to Magic Needles YouTube channel, and do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you're notified as and when we are uploading our new videos. Thank you friends. Have a great day.